Fucking to the fucking show, guys. The Anti-Social Chefs Podcast. I'm
What's
Chef
up,
Mike.
man?
I'm here with, and this is our 5th episode. I know it's been a while and it's going really slow, but we are both busy, but we're working on making this more of a priority so that we can bring more episodes a lot quicker.
Yeah.
We've both been busy. I've since got out of the kitchen, and I think we spoke about this. I'm in the front of the house now. So that's a different beast altogether. So it takes more time than I'm used to because after 20 years of being in the kitchen, I'm able to organize myself outside of the kitchen. Now, being, the first year doesn't in the front of the house, it's taken me a little while to manage myself and my time, but all good. Everything's going well. So and that's why on my end, it's taken a while for Eric and I to get together. I know Eric's got some stuff going on
The time
too.
zones they don't help either,
Yeah.
3 hours here.
Oh,
I'm getting breakfast and I'm eating fucking dinner.
Right? Yeah. He's up and fucking going, and
Yeah,
I'm still
exactly.
in bed, just fucking waking up with my my morning wood, and he's already got his
Yeah,
day
man.
fucking going. Anyhow, 5th episode. One of the things that we're going to be talking about today are the health benefits in the food industry, or maybe the lack of health benefits in the food industry. The reality is that even as a chef, we're fucking laborers, right? High paid line cooks, basically. That being said, our line cooks that are in this industry, they are low. They aren't paid that much, and I mean, the other reality is that without a kitchen, you can't have a fucking restaurant. You basically have a bar, right? So I've never really understood why they don't get the benefits that they so deserve, right? And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I made the shift out of the kitchen into the front of the house, because very few restaurants, unless you're very corporate, have a bonus structure for the back of the
Very true.
house, right? And again, you can't operate as a restaurant without the back of the house, namely the chef, right? So wouldn't it make sense for us to be on some type of bonus program or some type of ownership, something, a little bone thrown here and there, and we don't really have that, which is partially why Eric and I decided to talk about health benefits in the food industry. And I'll lead right into it. If the kitchens are the heartbeat of the food industry, why does this guy feel like he's left out dying in the window? Basically what I just said, right? And another reason why we're bringing this up is I'm sure everyone's fucking heard about Luigi Mangione, modern day vigilante, maybe a martyr. Not yet. He's not dead yet, so I don't think he's a martyr, but he's people his age, people of his generation think he's pretty much a fucking badass, I saved this picture here. That guy right there. That's the motherfucker. Luigi. What up, Luigi, with the shirt off, jumping in a fucking Lambo cop car.
Like a
Love
shitty
it.
GQ ad.
Love it, man. I felt this was appropriate for what we're talking about today. He is the catalyst for the conversation Eric and I are having today. His outspoken advocacy for better working conditions, health benefits, is what we want in the culinary world. He wanted it for himself, and others, and in turn, he wasn't getting it, so he went and fucking blasted the CEO of United Healthcare. Hey, I had United Healthcare. They kind of suck,
He was like, he's like the Suge Knight of like the fucking little millennial libtards hanging fucking Vanilla Ice over a balcony. Like strong arm this dude. It's so stupid. Like I get it, you know what I mean? Like, so for those who don't know, like reportedly, right, fueled by his frustration over abusive workplace conditions, unpaid overtime, and the CEO's public refusal to address systematic issues in the culinary industry. Whatever, fucking Mario and Luigi claimed the act was a desperate statement against the industry's culture of exploitation. That started this whole crazy movement with these clowns making their ridiculous shirts and all that other nonsense. Like, I haven't heard too much of that, like, going into, like, the restaurants around here, maybe in, like, bigger cities. Like, his, like, whole movement thing, it's just not... Like, there's no advocates in Glens Falls for this dude killing some dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course
and it's
not,
like, the reality is, dude, you work in a fucking kitchen. You know what I mean? And the other reality is, like, health benefits are available for everybody. Whether it's through the employer or not, they're fucking available. You just chose to take this guy's life over what? because you think you should have gotten it from him, or that your boss owes
Yeah.
you that much. Maybe it's a small business. Maybe they need X amount of employees in order to cover just to carry a plan to hit
Right.
whatever that company's whatever their outlines are for specific like small businesses, large businesses, whatever, like 100 employees or more, like they're getting a bigger break, But
Right.
one way or another, like he could have got health insurance. It's not like Congress. Like Congress all has Obamacare, and they're trying to opt out of that shit. They put it in. They don't even want it.
Sure, nobody wants Obamacare, dude. I don't know how New York is, but in California, if you don't have health insurance, when you pay your taxes at the end of the year, you have to pay for not having health insurance.
They did that here. It's like $13 or something.
No, it's like it's like
Really?
$100, 200. It's some ridiculous fucking amount here, dude. Yeah, it's a lot of money. I could be off. It could be way more than $100, or it could be $90. I'm not sure, but it's close. It's in the hundreds.
Did Gavin Newsom start building those concentration camps yet, or?
Gavin Newsom, let's not get started. Anyhow, I was watching a YouTube video. There's this really cool channel that somebody told me about a while ago, and I never really watched it. It's called Channel 5 on YouTube. Dude's getting pretty big and doing some really cool stuff with it since the first time I watched it, like over a year ago. Anyways, he was in New York, and he was covering people protesting for Luigi Mangione, and it wasn't a big protest. New York, I think it's one of those parks in New York where there's all kinds of shit going on around you. There was people rapping, rap battles, there were dance off, over here. And he interviewed this one guy, and this guy goes, "Look, I used to make over $100,000 a year. Now I'm fucking going to get kicked out of my apartment, and I'm broke. I'm losing everything." He goes, "I had the same problem that Luigi had, and my insurance company stopped covering it, and there's nothing I could do about it. They only covered up to a certain amount, right?" And he goes, "And all they're giving me are these painkillers, and now I'm fucking addicted to opioids, because I have to." He was talking about how he's in so much pain every day, and even if he doesn't want to take those pills, he has to, because he can't sit, he can't walk, he can't stand, he can't fucking sleep, he can't lay down without being in so much damn pain. And are there ways to fix this problem? Maybe there is, you know what I mean? But if our insurance companies are just taking this money and only taking, $500 a paycheck from me, and only giving me a smidgen of something back, to the degree that if I have this major issue, they're only going to cover this much, the rest comes out of my pocket. If I can't fucking afford that, bro, I'm asked out of luck. I got to take loans out. I got to go in debt, and just to get something covered for my physical health that I'm paying this insurance company to help me do. Let's look at dental insurance. Let's just talk about dental insurance for a minute. Maybe like 15, 20 years ago, I went to the dentist and got a root canal, and I'm like, dude, yo, doc, why is it that dental insurance only covers like $1,500? At the time, it was $1,500. He's like, you know what? It's been this way since they established dental insurance in the 60s. The price hasn't gone up.
They just never change it.
It's like
it's one of those things that just get
our
lost.
teeth are fucking, it's super important, man. And like, it's fucking expensive as fuck to get dental work done, and it's expensive as fuck to get surgeries done, anything done, dude. And you've got these pharmaceutical companies lobbying doctors to just give out pain fucking killers, bro. They're like Band-Aids, man, and they cause addiction and mental, physical. Homeboy said if he stopped taking his meds, the guy that he was interviewing on, he said if he stops taking his meds, then his risks of seizures go way up. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
Your body chemistry, your brain gets used to that.
Yeah. This is the best he can do because he can't afford to take these opioids, because he can't afford to get the procedure done that needs to get done. He got the same thing that Luigi got. He had the same problem. He got the same procedure done, and that's as far as he could go with it, dude. It's like my girl's dad. He's 64. He's going to be 65 in a few days, and he's waiting to get to 65 because he's a self-employed plumber. He doesn't have insurance. Oh, here's another thing. He's got to pay the state of California for benefits. He's got to pay taxes on employees he doesn't have. So he's paying to have these medical taxes without himself having medical insurance. My suggestion is hand the fuck, and he's 65, bro. He's waited this long to get Medi-Cal Medicare,
Mhm.
whatever the hell it's called, to get this procedure done. But at 65, bro, what the fuck's the point, man? You've lived this long with a fucked up back. I don't think it's going to help much, you know. And he's taking painkillers, and he's probably, you know, I don't know, but he might be addicted to the fucking meds they're giving him. You know what I mean? I've never had this conversation with him, but the fact of the matter is that we don't have a healthcare system that provides for us. All they do, this guy was making what, like tens of millions of dollars a year? That comes out of our
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
pockets, bro. Right? You know, like we can't afford to take care of ourselves, and a lot of people don't go to the doctor because they can't afford to. People won't get in an ambulance because it's like it costs $1,000 to get
Yeah,
in a fucking
seriously.
ambulance. I can't afford that. I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere. Just fucking treat me and
That's
leave me
exactly
here.
what it is.
You know, it's fucking
I mean,
ridiculous,
the
dude.
amount of
Um,
all right, so it leads
I
to
don't
this, right? Like, so
advocate with
is like the toughing it out thing. Is that like us just being us, or is that the company's neglect? You know what I mean? Because I know for me, like, all right, so it's almost New Year's, probably 12 years ago. I want to say I'm working a party, and we got like 200 people upstairs. This like huge Indian family and all their guests, and they wanted more like curry chicken or some shit. And me and Mike are like, we're left over, and everyone else is going home, but it's like fucking 11:30 at night. So we're just like banging out like rapidly chopping fucking onions and peppers to stretch out this chicken that we don't have to send back upstairs. And like I cut the front of my finger off and just fucking scraped it against the board. And he's like, yo, 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 stop. I'm like, what, dude? Like, we got to get this done. And it's just like my knuckle and like a blood all across the board. But now I have to stop and like I want to go the fuck home. You know what I mean? And like going to the hospital ain't gonna get me home any sooner. So it's like get some paper towels, right? Wrap it around it, get fucking blue tape or fucking duct tape or whatever the fuck you have, and just wrap it up, throw another glove on, and just keep going. And then work Saturday night, and then work Sunday brunch, and then Sunday 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My knuckle's like 4 times the size of what it's supposed to be, and I'm finally going to the hospital, and it's like massively infected. You know, like that's what we do. You know what I mean? It's just like get over it and just keep going. You know what I mean? Like, hey, chef, like, I can't
that's
come
the
in
way we're
today.
doing
Like, I
it,
got a
right?
headache. Well, I don't feel good. What do you mean you don't feel good? Okay, cool. Do you have a fever? Like, are you in the hospital? Like, what room are you in? Can I come see you? No, no, no. Well, I'm home or whatever. All right, cool, dude. Like, I'll see you at 4 o'clock. Like, that's just what it is. That's what's expected. It's like, unless you're dying, dude, like your ass is coming to work. Like, you got to be sent
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
Like I,
yep.
I had my back fused, and I was fortunate enough where like my boss took me off the books for the time period of my surgery. And then when I went in, I applied for Medicaid right then there on the spot. And I was like, I got to get this done. And then Medicaid paid for my whole surgery. And then that got done. Like,
Nice,
once that was
nice.
over with, I went back on the books. But
So there's ways around this. I mean, but the point is that your boss was willing to do something for you and figure out a way around this that benefited you. But let's talk about the guys that, let's talk about our dishwashers that make, now in California, they're making 18 bucks an hour. I don't know what they're making there, but, you know,
some of them,
let's rewind 15, 20 years ago. They were making 12 bucks an hour, 10 bucks an hour. How the fuck can you afford medical insurance on that wage, right? Hourly wage. Not only that, are the restaurants willing to pay for your medical insurance, right? Or the whatever location, whether it be a corporate or which they're more inclined to be able to pay for rather than like a small owned restaurant, small business restaurant, which they can't afford to pay for these benefits, right? Because they're just too goddamn much. And that's why I think like restaurants stay under a certain amount of employees so they don't have to deal with that. Like I've got close to 60 employees, so we have to offer benefits, but my line cooks can't afford that shit, dude. They can't afford to have, making 23 bucks an hour. They can't afford to have, four or $500, and a lot of them probably have a couple kids. That's it, might be even more. It might be $600-700 taken out of their paycheck every month, right? My servers that make minimum wage, and they make a decent salary on tips, and the bartenders too. But one, they're not getting the fucking hours that you need to
right.
qualify for benefits, right? And two, they've got to pay out of their check too. Like most servers paycheck just goes straight to taxes. So now they're cutting into their fucking tips. So now if they're making $4,000 a month in tips and 700 of that's going to medical benefits only to cover a small portion of
Yeah,
what they
exactly.
need done, right? am I going to pay that out of my pocket? You know,
And there's always like a rule around it
it's
too, where like you got to be with the company for 6 months or to a year, and then you're eligible. They always put all that shit in there.
you know, and I know, you know, you've got to work what, a minimum of 36 hours to qualify
Yeah,
for
and the owner will
benefits.
schedule you for 34.
Right.
But
It's like it's a broken system. Meanwhile, these guys are fucking getting rich, you know, rigging this system. You know, my kid's mom, my ex, she's a special ed teacher turned program specialist for the school district that she works in, right? But when she was a teacher, she had a friend that became a teacher's aide. And the teacher, and I don't know if you know many teachers, but they've got really good benefits. At least here in California, they do. They've got great benefits, right? Her friend became a teacher's aide just to get benefits because her husband owned a small business and he was his only employee that he subcontracted
mhm.
people out, right? And he couldn't get benefits, so her benefits were pretty much her whole fucking paycheck, right? She maybe had, like, let's say she was making $1,200 a month. She maybe had 200. She was paying 1,000 in dollars for benefits, right? And going home with $200, right? Let's just say that, just so that for her and her family, they could have fucking benefits, dude. Like, how ridiculous is that? It's just fucking stupid. Dude. Meanwhile, these guys are making millions, billions of dollars, millions and billions. You know, I don't know how much that dude that got fucking capped got paid, but I know he got paid a shit ton more money than I'll ever see
Yeah,
in my fucking
seriously.
life, bro. You know, just to rob. I mean, to rob people of their fucking life, man. Really, that's how I feel, dude. Like,
Mhm.
I've heard stories where, you know, have you ever gone under anesthesia where you've had to put fucking I'm sure you had to with your back getting fused, right? You had to go under anesthesia, right? But what about these fucking anesthesiologists that are making $300,000 a year, you know, because they're getting paid by fucking these pharmaceutical companies, and hey, your insurance only covers me to do 6 hours of anesthesia for you. You need 9 hours. That's gonna have to come out of your fucking pocket. Bro, I had to do that to get a cyst out. I was like, "How the fuck did you guys put me under? Just leave me awake. Put some fucking shoot me up with pain fucking medicine, bro, and I'll lay there and watch you do the
Yeah.
shit. I don't give a shit. You know, I have to pay $900 out of my pocket because my insurance company does not cover that. Go fuck yourself,
That's
dude.
They leave like no incentive
It's
for the small business just to like make it manageable. It's like they refuse to do it. They make it as hard as possible.
They do. They do. They make it so you don't want to go to the, just like you said, bro. They make it so that we don't want to go to the doctors, even when we cut our fingers
Yeah.
off. You know what I mean? We don't want to work with that. It's going to cost me too much money. I can't afford to. My teeth are rotten because I can't afford to get them fixed because I've got $8,000 worth of work I needed done, but my insurance only covers
Yeah,
$1,500. I can't afford
exactly.
$6,500 to get my teeth done. That's what people think, dude. You know, during COVID, I had to get some work done, and I was laid off of work, right? So I didn't have benefits, but my dentist was so cool that she was willing to work with me and be like, yo, I'll take care of this, pay me this amount, I'll take care of that, pay me that amount. You know what I mean? Like, but I just had a cool ass dentist, you know? And a lot of people don't. And, you know, a lot of people go to Mexico to get it done. A lot of people go out of the country, man, get surgeries done because here in the United States it's just ridiculous.
There's bound to
It's
be something happening, but
it's it,
it's everything's broken. The whole system, dude.
yeah,
It has to be
yeah.
torn
It
down
takes a
and
motherfucker like
completely
Luigi
rewritten.
Mangione. I mean, when you've got fucking Joe Rogan, who's the biggest fucking podcaster in the history of podcasts, saying that, and Bill Burr talking openly about this shit, you know what I mean? Like, not advocating it, but not saying it, you know, this guy's fucked up. He shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? It's like, instead, it's like, I know
Yeah.
why he did it. You know what I mean? They empathize with him as opposed to saying, oh, this guy, this Luigi Mangione, you know, he's a bad kid. You know, no, he's an Ivy League. He was valedictorian of his fucking high
It
school,
doesn't
bro,
make them stupid.
or
It just,
college.
it's like
No,
misdirected
he
anger.
was fed up. He was fed up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was angry and fed up, man. You know, grandfather was a real estate mogul, man. Like he came from money. He's one of the most prominent. Comes from one of the most prominent families out of Baltimore, bro. Like, it's not like this kid had nothing to lose. He had everything to fucking lose, bro. But by doing this, he probably got pushed to the point where he figured, fuck, man, I can't live like this, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's not
26 years old.
like no matter
Yeah.
what, it's not that CEO's fault. You know,
Mm-mm.
he
No,
did. It
but
doesn't make
he's
what he
part of
did
the
right.
problem, not part of the solution.
Exactly. It just
No,
it causes more issues.
it does. But you know, I mean, look at every every industry where these people are just making ridiculous amounts of money, bro. They're just part of the problem and not the solution. We're
Yeah, I
just
mean,
supposed to sit back as the little guy, the little poor
watch that
fucking guy, like
documentary.
just take it. You just take it. That's it.
Have you watched Thank You, Dr. Fauci? You there? Hello?
No, I haven't.
Hold on, you're
Yeah.
frozen.
Can you hear me? I'm here.
Yeah, I got
No, I
you.
haven't watched that documentary.
So Thank You, Dr. Fauci goes all the way back to it goes all the way back to like AIDS, dude. Like decades and decades of like deep-seated fucking corruption of these guys taking all this money to fund themselves and to do whatever the fuck they want to do, basically in the name of like big pharma. Like they're going to take this payout from this guy. They'll get all this money from, say, Moderna, quote unquote, maybe Pfizer, They're going to get all this money and they make this sweet little deal in the back of the fucking CIA office that nobody hears about. And then they secretly go into a meeting with like the president and all these other people and they push thing. And you get it in the doctor's office too, just on a smaller level. When I got my surgery on this, I tried this new drug, Nucynta. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like that's just whatever they were pushing to him at the time, And then like my ulcerative colitis, they gave me fucking these pills called Xeljanz. And I didn't want to take like the Humira shot to like have to like jab myself in the stomach all the time. So they gave me these pills and then I wound up getting like blood clots. But that's just like the new thing to push, you know what I mean? So it's all a money scheme. They just don't push it onto anybody else. We never see the savings. They get it. They get all the kickbacks and all that other bullshit.
All that other shit. They do. Yep. Well, let's look at this. I just looked up what Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare, got paid annually. $10.2 million.
Yeah, it's obscene.
$10.2 million.
Obscene.
For what?
To get murdered.
$10.2 million.
Like to piss a lot of people off, I guess.
$2 million. But they can't. I mean, if I pay them $500 a year, I mean a month for benefits, which is I actually pay more, dude. I pay more than that. It's what, $1,000?
Yeah, a month,
right? Yes. No, if I pay $500 a month, $500 a month for health insurance, that's $6,000, right? For a year. All right. That does. I mean, really, that doesn't cover shit when it comes down to it. But how high have these surgeries gotten, right? And how many years have I been paying $5,000 annually for insurance, which goes up, every couple of years. So if I'm working for 20 years, paying $6,000 a month or a year for health insurance, do the math.
And how many of those years?
And I go in to get a simple,
just in case. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right. I go in to get a simple surgery. Yeah, right. Yeah. Just in case. 20 years, I paid $120,000, right? And I go in to get a surgery done that's going to cost $50,000, and they only cover a small fraction of it. The rest has to come out of my pocket. Motherfucker, I've been paying you for 20 years. I've been at this company paying this insurance, and now I've got to pay out of pocket. Where's that $120,000 that I paid you going to? Why isn't that in a little fund for Mikey? Mikey's little fund right here. When he needs to dip into that little fund, we've got that money for him. Nah, man. Brian Thompson makes $10.2 million a year. Mikey, I'm sorry, but your $6,000, 95% of that goes to his salary and everybody else's salary. And I'm sorry, we've only got 5% of what you pay for
last year's, and that doesn't even count now. And then maybe you can get the day off to go get that work done.
Yeah. It's like, if I know these motherfuckers are making $10.2 million a year, Brian Thompson, you want a burger? Sorry, homie, it's going to cost you $150,000 for that burger, bro. I got to pay my salary, man. Go fuck yourself, Brian Thompson. Sorry, bro, you're dead. Hey, you know what? Like, I'm not advocating what he did, but I'm also not mad at him for doing what he did, man. He made a statement.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go kill somebody because I'm fucking pissed off, but hey.
I mean, it might be nice, but probably not going to happen.
I'll think about it, but I'm not going to fucking do it, dude. But I heard that Luigi Mangione lost the ability to have sex, bro. That might drive me to kill a motherfucker.
And he was young, too.
I can't have sex. Yeah. 26 years old, bro.
That probably leads to a little bit of added aggravation.
But I mean, just getting back to the point, dude. Like, we've got our line cooks, they don't make a lot of money. They have kids. They have to work 2 jobs just to make ends meet, because they've immigrated here from another fucking country, which in this country they're making more than they ever would in their own fucking country, right? But they're also paying the same price for shit we pay, right? If I'm making $100,000 a year and my line cook's making $45,000 a year, he's still paying $10 for a fucking thing of eggs like
Exactly.
I am. You know what I mean? It reaches deeper into his pocket than it does into mine. And then not having the benefits, now he's got to go to little clinicas, or she's got to go to little clinicas that you pay cash at, but fuck, can they really afford that, man? Can they afford their two jobs? They got their three kids, they've got their wife at home that watches the kids, and she probably has a job too. So the kids are home fucking alone, for a small period of time, or maybe grandmother's there too, and between both of them, they're making $120,000, working their ass off and not having much time for themselves, and packing and saving as much as they can, because the reality is that shit happens and they have to be ready when shit happens, otherwise they're asked out,
I had a guy, a dishwasher that was with us for years, and he was eligible to get his insurance. So he fills out all the paperwork, does all this shit, but he used like one of his three IDs. You know what I mean? And the name he put on the paperwork didn't match. Like, that was just all bullshit. Like, you're trying to insure this fake person, and it led to everything else. It just gave him more problems. So now it's like, I don't want to put myself in the system. I don't want to be a part of that, because if they find out about this, now
right.
what if they find out what my real name is? You know what I mean? They're getting their brother's cousin in fucking North Carolina to get them a license. You know what I mean? Going out of state to get cars. They're not going to put their name on, like, some statewide fucking paperwork to get covered by insurance to be found out. That's a big thing with them.
Yeah.
It's just like, be as under the radar as possible. Whether they're making $18 or $22 an hour. Yeah, but they're still paying $7 for a fucking thing of eggs.
Let's think about this, man. Let's think about this. Let's put your restaurant. Let's take United Healthcare away and make your restaurant. Now it's your restaurant as United Healthcare, right? How would a chef be able to make $10.2 million a year? Right? Why like, we have to live off of food. We need food to survive, right? We need food to survive. So why is a CEO of a financial institution making $50 million a year, right? We don't need that financial institution to live and survive, bro. But we need food to survive. And we're creating these meals for people that come and eat and enjoy themselves. Why aren't we making $1 million a year to feed people? Because people need food to fucking live, right? Why do I have to pay this healthcare? Why is this healthcare CEO making $10.2 million a year?
It's such a crazy amount of money.
Listen, I don't need 10 million. I don't need health insurance to survive. Do I need health insurance when shit happens? Do I need to go to the doctor when shit happens? Sure. But let's be real, dude. I'm 51 years old, going to be 52. I've never had a surgery except a cyst taking out of my system in my life, bro. In my life. Ever.
And how many years have you been paying into that insurance? Yeah.
My whole fucking life, bro, because I want to be ready. I want to be ready when shit happens, right? But I've never had
just like a restaurant. It's the cost of like doing business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so then let's right? What if we just start upping the prices countrywide, bro? We get on the phone with everybody. Burgers are now $500, folks. Burgers are $500 fucking dollars, man. It's like CEOs of fucking McDonald's. I bet you that motherfucker's making a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? And paying their guys fucking, $20 an hour. You know what I mean? Like,
and they don't see shit of it.
It's like, I don't need Aetna. I don't need Blue Cross. I don't need United Healthcare to survive, to live, to survive on a daily basis. I can go fucking a year without going to the fucking doctor, right? Do I need preventative? Yeah, sure. Why not? But I can't go a year without eating food, bro. I can't. I just fucking can't. So why are we not making more money when we provide people the necessity that we provide them with things they need to live? Now, granted, you can go to the store and buy the shit, you know what I mean, and make your own food, but we make it easier for them. Why aren't we getting more money for this?
I mean, right? Burgers might be $500 in the near future. You know what I mean? They want to pass all this farming bullshit. It'd
be $500 now, so we can all make $10.2 million a year, like Brian.
Seriously,
bro. I want Brian Thompson's salary, bro. And if that means $500 burgers, then fuck it, so be it, bro. Nationwide, $500 burgers. Even Canada, we'll fucking funnel that into Canada. Hey, motherfuckers. We're gonna make restaurants socialist restaurants. You know what I mean? Socialism at its finest, man. $500 fucking burger.
But that's legitimately what it would take. It would take everyone to get on the same page and say, look, it's not gonna be like you're doing a typical food cost, like times 3, times 4, right? Now, what's food cost now?
Yeah.
Now, times 25, right? And then what do you got?
Chris, CEO of McDonald's as of 2024 earned $19.2 million in salary.
That's crazy.
$19.2 million. What is he doing that he deserves $19.2 million? McDonald's sells
Probably not
itself,
much.
bro. Don't need a CEO to do that.
And all his
Making
franchisees
hard
do all the
decisions,
work.
the hard decisions, like
What?
they do all the fucking work,
Do we put the McRib
right?
out a month earlier?
Maybe he's strategizing to determine when we release the ribeye. Hey, you guys are paying me $19 million. This month we're going to go with this toy. That month we'll go with strategic planning, bro. That's what he gets paid for. Strategic
Yeah, it's
planning.
crazy.
That's it. Come on. Go fuck yourselves. Maybe he should be the next. Bro, what's his name? You're on the hit list, bro. Chris
Yeah, right?
Kempczynski. You're on some fucking 25-year-old's hit list, bro. You're
Fucking
fucking
crazy.
raising the price of McDonald's, bro. It's fucking it's sickening, dude. It's sickening, man. The money these people make. I'm not saying they didn't work hard to make this money, bro, but you know, I don't know. I mean, it's we're just laborers, bro. So apparently we only get labor wages, right? We're paid to control laborers, so we get a little higher labor wage, you know. We're not smart enough to fucking to run a company. We're only smart enough to run a kitchen, dude. So we don't get paid a lot of money, and our cooks don't get benefits, dude. That's it. I'm just a stupid chef, or now I'm a stupid general manager. And I'm only worth this amount of money, whereas this guy's worth that fucking amount of money. You know what I mean? Because he's got the title of a CEO. And my line cooks
Yeah, basically.
who make their food is only worth this amount of money.
What are we
so
worth?
he doesn't get any benefits, man, or she doesn't get any benefits, right? Even though they work their ass off, but because we're fucking laborers, we're blue collar, bro. We're not worth that much. We're invaluable, man. That's what it seems like, right? You froze, dog. I mean, without really telling us, that's what they're telling us, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Luigi was he was an engineer. He worked on video games, man. He worked for True Car. He had a real job. Real job.
Yeah,
And
because what we do doesn't count.
his benefits. We need True Car to survive, bro. Without True Car, you and I can't live day to day. I'm just sorry. Without video games, dog, you and I can't live day to day, dude. We'll die. It's crazy, right?
It's
fucking
it's one of the
bro.
horrors, dude. Now
I mean, listen, I don't condone what he did, but people get pushed to a certain fucking point, bro. And this little voice in our head is pretty powerful, man.
Yeah.
Little voice in our head's powerful, man. I'm not. Am I pissed that a 50-year-old man making $10.2 million is dead? Fuck no, bro. Fuck no.
I mean,
people that don't deserve it die for less, bro.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Like was it last week? I don't know if you guys heard it out there, but a dude fucking set a woman on fire on the subway and stood there.
Yeah, and that security guard doesn't get paid.
Watched her burn.
Yeah, and the security guard doesn't get paid enough to fucking do that kind of shit. He's making fucking $18 an hour. I'm not gonna fucking burn myself for $18 fucking dollars an hour, because if I burn myself for $18 an hour, I don't have insurance. I can't afford to go to the fucking doctor to get this taken care of. Okay, cool. So in my mind, I've got a choice. Do I help her, or do I sit and watch and call fucking for somebody to help? I can't. I make $18 an hour. If something happens to me, I can't afford to get it done. And what if they blame me? What if something happens to her and they blame me for that? You know what I mean? So I'm just going to sit back and watch and hope that somebody comes in time to help her. We're in a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, seriously. So
We
that
really are.
leads to this. So obviously there needs to be some kind of systemic change. If the whole thing needs to be rewritten from the fucking ground up to figure out the what's what and who gets what and why this fucking clown's making $10.5 million to do what? To let everyone else below him do the work, essentially, and then we as in the hospitality industry just get shit on, and we don't get all the perks. You know what I mean? Maybe you get lucky and you have a fucking good dentist, or you have a fucking boss that'll take you off the book so you can get Medicaid. You know what I mean? But that doesn't happen for everybody.
Yep.
You got the guys that are here illegally that fucking, what happens if fucking they get hurt at work? What if they reach in the sink and fucking slice their hand open? They're not going, they're going to the hospital and they're getting a fucking $1,000 bill just for walking in the emergency room. Everything's out of pocket. There goes their past 2 checks. You know what I mean? The wife's at home with a fucking baby. It doesn't add up. And so it goes back to saying you need us to eat, right? But we're not a place where only food is made. people's lives are made in these kitchens. You know, whether it's the cook with like aspirations of being a chef, or you know, the server who wants to be a bartender, or the food runner that wants to be a server, or the host that wants to be a food runner. It's all this like big cycle. And it's, people say, you know, it's a family. I don't really, you know, yeah, it's a family, but it's a team, you know what I mean? And as a team, like you got to have the other person's back, you know, and not every employer will go the extra mile. They'll cut those 2 hours a day or 2 hours a week to keep you under par, to prevent you from getting fucking benefits. So it starts at like, it starts with management, and it just like, it just escalates and escalates and escalates. And by the time it gets to fucking this clown making 10, it's like telephone. Like he doesn't give a shit about any of those guys. He's so detached from reality that all he cares about is like his new Tesla truck outside. You know what I mean? And like what bar he's going to after work. He doesn't give a shit about, he doesn't give a shit about Luigi over here that can't get it up at 26. You know, he just doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't. And, you know, and like you said, dude, like we get hurt, dude. Like we're on our feet, we're moving, you know. We can trip, we can slip, we can fall, we can cut, we can burn, we can do all kinds of shit, dude. All kinds of shit can happen to us, you know. And it's like, let's talk about the mental stress, dude. It's like you see these videos of people carrying hot oil and fucking slipping and falling and burning the shit out of themselves. Why? Because they're stressed out that if they don't get this done right, then they're going to get yelled at. That chef that's going to yell at them is getting stressed out because his labor's fucking high or his food cost is too high. The owner's telling him like you need to bring your cost down, or his GM's telling him this, but his GM's getting it from his director of ops, you know what I mean? And the director of ops is getting it from, you know, the CEO, who's getting it from the fucking owner. So it just goes down the line, dude. It's like, at what point do we stop and say, hey man, it's just a job? You know, it's not that important. It shouldn't be that stressful, you know. And it's like we have to deal with not just the physical fucking aspect of it, but the mental aspect, man. You know, and physically, I'm fit for a 51-year-old man. You know what I mean? Because you can see that when you look at me, but mentally, you don't know how I am up here. You don't know what's going on with me.
I mean, you see, he'd be totally fucked in the head, you know. But you spend enough time. You spend enough time in the kitchen, like that's what it makes you.
But it does, dude. It's true. It's like at work, I see you, but I don't see you at home. I don't see the mental struggles you're dealing with at home. You know, I don't see the stress you're dealing with at home. I don't know if you're depressed. I don't know if, you know, this or that's going on with you. I don't know if you're, you know, you're stressed out from your wife or your kids or your family, you know what I mean? Or your landlord. I don't know what's stressing you out. All I know, I just see you at work. And at work, I need you to be on your fucking game. I put all that shit aside and be on your game and put all that shit, leave it at the door. Come in ready to work. Is that the right
It's like
attitude?
I said, is it tough it out, or is that like neglect on our part? Because I was told, like, dude, I don't give a shit what you're going through. That shit stays outside. As soon as you punch in, dude, like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, all I want to hear is maybe yes, chef. I want to hear yes, chef. Fucking 2 minutes, 3 minutes out. That's what I want to hear.
So maybe me being a 50-year-old man that's been brought up by getting yelled at and shit thrown at me, that doesn't understand a mental health day. Maybe I need to learn about mental health day. Maybe mental health days aren't for little bitches, you know? Maybe they're necessary. Maybe we need those. You know, I'll give you an instance. A dishwasher calls out, or a cook calls out, or my busser calls out. Oh, my uncle's in the hospital. Are you a fucking doctor, bro?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Mike, are you a fucking doctor? No? Then why the fuck do you need to be there? You can't do anything for him. I need you in the kitchen. Get your ass here. Otherwise, you're fucking fired, bro. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
That was 100% factually told to me.
But it all goes together. It all goes together.
My uncle died.
So he's dying.
Yeah.
And then maybe you want to go see him, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because you need to work. You need to pay your insurance just in case like something fucking happens. Like, what if that happens to you?
Yeah. I've had an uncle die while I was at work. I've had 3 grandparents die while I was at work. What can I do for them? They're dead. Right. I can't do shit. Yeah. It's my son.
We're brought up to fucking to believe like you can't do anything. Like the only thing you can do is be here and like be present here. And then when you're done, at fucking midnight when everything's closed. Then you can go and fucking when there's no visiting hours. But you can't come in. You can't go in the morning because you got to be in by fucking 11, and visiting starts at 12. It's like this. It's this vicious circle.
It's a vicious circle, bro. And I mean, and so let's touch on that for a minute, dude. It's like seeing that we work in a very high stress, fast paced environment and physically demanding a workplace, right? And the other honest thing about that is you don't need to be you don't need a bachelor's degree. You don't even need an AA. You don't even need a fucking high school diploma to learn how to cook, bro. Right? But because it is fast paced, it's high stress, high risk, highly demanding. Do we look at the way kitchens are ran now and say, hey, I don't need you to be a fry cook. I'm just going to get that little fry guy robot thing they call. I don't know what the fuck the name is. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to get that robot guy that fries for you. And now I don't need that fry cook that can risk burning himself every fucking night, risk burning himself with oil when he's carrying it. You know what I mean? Now I've just got this fry guy that just sits there and fries, and I program him and he fries shit.
Who's that guy? Flippy?
Do we think about that? Like these technological changes in restaurants becoming more and more necessary than they were in the past? I don't need a fucking 23-year-old guy or a $23 an hour fry cook, bro, to make French fries. To drop chicken. I just need someone to put the chicken in there for him, or program the fucking little robot to get the chicken and throw it in there, pull it out when it's fucking dead, I mean, seriously,
dude,
bro.
there's so many fry cooks I wish were just replaced by robots. So many. As bad as that is, dude, like, because you don't have to deal with like the fucking attitudes, you know what I mean? Like leaving shit at the door, dude. Like I had this guy. He'd be like fucking slamming doors. He'd be all upset. He'd be on the phone with his sister, and like he's got his phone like propped up in the window, and he's on like FaceTime with his sister, and he's like checking on his dogs, right? And like he lived with his mother and all this nonsense. The mom was away, and the sister's going by the house to like feed the dogs and shit while he's gone, take them on a walk. And he's yelling at the phone. He's like, listen to me, you stupid cunt. And I'm like, whoa, dude. Like, I'm looking over. I'm like, I'm trying to like clean fucking Pismos up. And this dude's like throwing a tantrum, fucking slamming doors, calling his sister a cunt, banging fry baskets around. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that's your sister.
Oh, shit, dude.
Like, I've never called my sister that ever. Have I thought it? Probably. But like, I'm not going to say it out loud to her. And he's doing it in front of people. And you're 30-something years old, like throwing a fucking tantrum like a 3-year-old, and now you want to stomp around, fucking, all upset at work, and for what? Because she used the wrong fucking size scoop for the dog food. Did it get fed? Yeah, dude. Is she doing you a favor? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, fucking get over it. Like, you ungrateful bastard.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe that's a result
dude,
of
he needed
the
a fucking mental health day.
He needed a mental health day. That's what I'm saying. Mental health days are a fucking thing, bro. Like, maybe they're not just for little bitches. Maybe they're for everybody. You know what I mean?
I needed a mental health day from like everyone else's mental health days. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, dude, another one? Like, why can't you just eat your feelings, dude? Just like put some loud music on, put your fucking head down, and like go to work. Like that's how I did it. That was my mental health day.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's my point, bro. It's like, on the outside, I can appear fine, but I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on with me on the inside. You know what I mean? I'm sure it wasn't that made him pop off, bro. Like, if it was, he's just a dick. You know what I mean? There had to be, maybe there was something else going on in his fucking life that got him to that point. You know what I mean? That mentally was fucking him.
Like, everything about the guy. He was just like miserable every day.
Yeah.
You wear fucking, the dude would wear fucking Timberlands to work. Like, how you work in the fucking line in those heavy ass boots, clunking, like not even tied. They're just like flopping around. Fucking wore like dirty t-shirts. He's like, there was like no pride in himself. Dude. And I'm like, dude, aren't those like shoes heavy? I'll fucking wear what I want to wear. I was like, whoa, dude.
35-year-old fry cook, bro. That's the thing, dude. So that's perfect, bro. Here's a guy that's life went fucking not the way he thought his life was going to go, right?
30 years old, receding hairline. Fuck.
Yeah. Like, this guy is fucking mentally, he's fucked himself because he's 35 and he's a fry cook, dude. Not where he saw himself at 35. Definitely not. Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Probably his. You know what I mean? But that's not where he saw himself fucking when he was 15. He didn't say, hey, when I grow up and at 15 years old, when I grow up and I'm 35, I'm going to be a fucking fry cook. That was not his aspiration, bro. That were not his hope and
But
dreams
the
and
other
hope, you
side of that
know?
is like, how is that my fucking problem? You know what I
It's
mean,
not your
dude? You could be
problem.
as
Yeah.
miserable as you want over there. Just stop slamming my fucking doors. Stop fucking banging my fry baskets around like a dildo and like get back to work, dude. Like that's it.
That's what
Those fries are fucking toast. Like fucking start it again.
be the best fry cook you
Yeah,
could
today.
possibly
And
be,
then do it
dude.
again tomorrow.
You know, but I mean, and here's the thing, dude, is like as leaders in the kitchen or leaders in the restaurant, whatever part we're in, bro, it's up to us to pay attention to what's going on with people's lives. You know what I mean? How do we make their life better when they come in here to this kitchen, when they come into the restaurant? How can I get the most out of them, but also being motivating? You know what I mean? Motivate them to get the most out of them, right? How do we do that? How do we have the power to dictate their lives within that 6 to 8 hours they're in the restaurant, right? So how do we get the most out of them, but also make sure they're happy so they don't fucking turn around and shoot us when we're walking out the door?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like that's gonna be like
You
a
know,
new
because
thing for me because I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. Like I'm gonna be fucking locked on a boat with these dudes. You know,
yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah,
on a river.
you can get fucking thrown overboard,
Like
dude.
there's no getting away.
There's no
You know
getting
what I
away,
mean?
dude. There's none.
And these
You know,
dudes, like my hours are a
it's
little
like
less
so.
grueling, but these dudes, you know, there's like the early crew that are in the kitchen before everybody else putting out breakfast for the staff. And then after that, they have to put out the early risers food for the guests. You know what I mean? So
Fuck.
now you're making staff meal and then for the guests. So like my mindset is like go straight to banquets and like let's do early riser shit. Like if it's a slow prep day, like prep ahead of time. Like build
Right.
fucking 4 fruit platters at a
Right.
time. You know what I mean? Put that shit out
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, put them out, replenish. This way, like, cuts time off. Fucking stroll in a little bit later in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, get the extra fucking 20 minutes worth of sleep because these guys are going to be running on empty. You know?
They are, man. They are. You know, and you know, it's like we are let's just say for instance, you're Brian Thompson's connection to the kitchen, right? So Brian Thompson, who's making $10.5 million, whatever the fuck he's making, he's depending on you to make sure your team is happy and motivated and working hard, right? So it's up to us to ensure that, right? But what happens when they aren't? Then we need to figure out what's going on with this person because let's just say fucking Joseph is super important. We need him to do his work, right? And I don't know how to do it. I go to Brian, okay, Brian, here's where the $10.2 million fucking salary comes into play. I've tried every fucking avenue to get Joseph to do what he needs to do, and I can't figure it out, bro. I need your help, right? Fucking earn your money,
He
motherfucker,
wouldn't have a clue.
right? Because he wouldn't have a clue because he has no connection, bro. He's so disconnected from that shit, bro. He has no fucking clue. All he's strategizing is fucking what Happy Meal toy we're gonna put in the Happy
Yeah.
Meal next month, for the next 3 months,
Yeah.
when we're gonna bring McRib back. That's what he's strategizing, right? Like he has no clue, he has no connection. So it's up to us, man. And like, who do we go to? We go to our boss. Okay, well, our boss is fucking. He's just the money guy. Like I don't fucking know what the fuck to tell you, dude. Like, make Joseph happy. Fuck it, I don't know. Buy him a fucking Happy Meal.
Maybe.
Like, fuck, I don't know, man. And it's like
Kitchens are
so.
kitchens are difficult enough with the millions of personalities in it already. Now take somebody's like bad night, and then they come in and they're having a bad
Yeah,
morning, and it's like a truck day, and this dude's fucking slamming boxes around, all pissy with his fucking
yeah,
headphones in, and you're saying behind because you got to get shit out of the walk-in, and this fucking oaf doesn't hear a goddamn word you're saying because he's fucking all sad listening to the fucking Cure in his headphones, fucking unboxing fucking zucchini or some shit, like miserable. And then you're like, hey, sorry, he backs into you and like he thinks it's your fault. And I'm like, douchebag, like, take your fucking earpods
yeah,
out. Now I'm
yeah,
annoyed and he's even more annoyed. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the little things, dude. And it's something like that that just like take that instance. You know how many times that's happened to me? Like this one particular guy's like putting something away and he's in a pissy mood because he's hungover or whatever. And his girlfriend, he had to sleep on the couch or whatever the fuck it is. And then he comes upstairs, and that attitude carries out all fucking night long. Then at 11 o'clock, p.m., walking out the door, he's like, "Hey, chef, I'm sorry, I was just kind of like, my own shit today." All right, dude, well, that would have been nice at like 11 o'clock this morning. But you've been a total fucking dildo all day long. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't make you sleep on the couch. You know what I mean? I didn't kick your fucking dog this morning. Not my problem. Not my fault, dude.
Yeah, why are you taking it out on us in the kitchen, bro? Fuck.
Because
Levi's gonna
we're
keep you
there.
alone. They didn't do shit to you. Yeah, we're there, man. But that's the other side of it, bro. That's how important it is for us to acknowledge these things and be the fucking proactive ones. Be like, yo, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Like, what's up, Sarge? You know what I mean? Like, that's our job now. Our job is to be problem solvers. And I don't know if Brian Thompson was a problem solver. At some point, I think he's just a fucking money guy. He's just someone that all the people that sit around that big round table, someone they look to fucking point the finger at when something goes wrong. It's $10.2 million worth of fucking trouble, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I don't
exactly
know,
what
man.
it is. 10.2 million worth of trouble.
The separation of fucking class and I mean look, bro, the reality is we're the peasants, bro. We're just the high paid peasants. We run the peasants. We're the peasants that run the peasants, right? We've got the fucking
Yeah.
we've got these seriously, man. I mean, we've got these people that are so high above us that we'll never reach, bro. And they walk around and they've got the best things in life. Why? Because he got a fucking 4-year degree, and he's white and I'm Mexican, you know what I mean? And I can't get the same opportunities a white guy can, you know what I mean? So as an overachiever, I can only get so far, right? And like, how do I get there? Well, you don't have a 4-year degree. Do I need a 4-year degree? I'm a fucking hustler, man. I can fucking hustle. I can learn. I can learn what this motherfucker's learned. He got a 4-year degree in fucking art literature, and he's a fucking I don't know what he got a degree in, bro, but probably sales or some shit. All those fucking CEOs, they all get fucking
Always
degrees in
so.
like sales and shit like that, or philosophy, or I mean psychology. Mostly sales, bro. Most CEOs have a couple degrees, but mainly like sales or marketing, and it's like I can sell a cheeseburger, bro. I don't need a 4-year fucking degree to sell
Yeah,
something, man.
exactly.
I sell it. Would you like cheese on that? You want cheese on that? You want cheese on that burger? Yeah, you do. Okay, I'll take cheese. I told you, motherfucker, I could sell. I just sold fucking cheese to that guy that didn't want cheese on his
Exactly.
cheeseburger. Like fuck,
Upselling, dude.
dude. We're just the fucking peasants, and these are the high class fucking noble men that run everything else, bro. You know, and it's sad, man.
Well, I mean,
It's all the hard work and effort we put into what we do, dude, and we can never get that high. So think about, and that's us, dude. These are people that didn't. I'm a guy, and you're a guy that didn't grow up with money. Think about this Luigi Mangione, dude. He grew up with everything he fucking wanted at his
yeah,
fingertips, bro. Right? And he did the same thing that somebody that has nothing would do.
and he's in the same spot.
And dude, the reality is that he's 26, man. My girlfriend's 22.
See, he had
These
whether he
fucking
believes
people,
it or not,
they're on the same wavelength.
he had more of an opportunity. Like if he had that money and he could have done more before taking that guy's life.
But why is it up to his money, bro? Why is it up to the money that his parents has? Why is it not up to the people that run these fucking corporate health insurance
Well,
companies,
that's
bro? That's
100%
their
part of
job.
it. But to say that
It's
he,
not up to his parents' money or the money he's made. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying, bro. My girlfriend's in her 20s, and they've got these kids in the 20s, man. They've got the same mentality Luigi
yeah,
Mangione had, bro. They're fed up with the
yeah,
system. They're fed up with the system, man, on every level, not just healthcare, bro. On every fucking level. Let's talk about retail stores getting shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about Amazon running
yeah.
everything, dude. These fucking 20-year-olds don't like that, bro, because everything that they grew up loving 10 years ago is going away, and they're not happy. And guess who's going to be running this country in the next 20 to fucking 30 years, bro? These 20 something year olds, man. And they're not happy with the shit going on right now. They are not happy on so
Yeah.
many different fucking levels, bro. So
Dude, if
many
you
different
type
levels,
in
you know?
chef mental health, there's roughly 4,350,000 search results. Roughly. That's just what it says on Google. Like that's a lot, right?
That's a lot, dude.
It's
That
for
is
a
a lot.
reason.
Yep.
But there's one thing that
It
I heard
is.
of. It's
It
called
is.
the Burnt Chef Project. It's a whole like
Yeah.
hospitality,
Yeah, I've
mental
heard about
health
that too.
awareness site.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
like the recognition wise, like that's really it. Chefs with issues.
Yeah, I've heard about that too. I've heard about that well, you know.
It's always like the toxic restaurant culture. They all start the same. All these little blurbs, they all start the same. Chef burnout, causes, effects, solutions. It's like this repetitive shit.
But it's also how are you living your life
Exactly.
outside of the kitchen? How what are you doing? What are you doing to enhance your mental health? You know, what are you doing to enhance your physical health? You know, I mean, remember the saying, never trust a skinny chef. Like what the fuck, bro? You need a chef with high cholesterol. You need a chef with
Yeah.
diabetes. You need a chef that has
Mm-hmm.
cankles to be a good fucking chef, bro. Society has created these people, dude. You know, and let's look back fucking to the 50s, bro. Look at pictures of people at the beach in the
Yeah.
50s, man. They weren't fucking overweight fucking guys. They were, you know, there were bigger women, there were bigger boned women, you know what I mean? But then there was physical people, dude. Let's look at high schools, dude, in the 50s and the 60s, man. There was physical
Yeah.
education. There wasn't fucking cheeseburger, Taco Bell, and fucking cafeterias in schools, dude. There were kids that were competing nationally in physical education, dude. You know, and culture and society has, and the government, I'll go that far and say the government has created this, bro. The government doesn't have us in our best interest, especially our fucking health, bro, because Brian Thompson doesn't get $10.2 million if everyone's running
Right.
around fucking healthy. My
Yeah.
raw milk. Let's talk about
Yeah.
my raw
Exactly.
milk, bro. My raw milk is gone. Gone. No raw milk because of bird flu. Fuck your bird flu, bro. I
And
just
you know
drank raw
what?
milk.
If you
Bird
want to
flu,
like really look at
you
like
know?
bird flu, they genetically they engineered that to be an airborne transmissible virus. It was never that to begin with, and you could thank you, Dr. Fauci, for that. That's because that's what he
Dr.
did.
Fauci and Bill Gates. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's like our let's go to the raw milk, bro. Let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it. Who's lobbying the government to fucking Gavin Newsom to stop the production and sales of raw milk in California, bro, because raw milk, raw farms, shout out raw farms. I got you. Fresno, California. They don't sell outside of California, bro. Their shit doesn't go anywhere but to the fucking California fucking markets, bro. You know? And who's lobbying Gavin Newsom and the federal fucking government and the state government to shut down the production of fucking raw milk? You know? These fucking that's what these motherfuckers get paid for. That's what the $10 million is for, bro. Hey, people are fucking healthy, man. We need to fucking shut down health and make these people fucking fat and have cancer and drink shitty milk and eat shitty cheese and eat shitty fucking cholesterol induced butter, bro. That's why he gets 10 million. He's a genius, bro. He's just keeping people unhealthy. That's
If
it.
you look up,
That's it, man.
they actually just classified eggs as a health food just now, like days ago. 10 years ago, it was like they're
Yeah,
high in
that
cholesterol, they're no good for you, and now they're a health
yeah.
food.
And they just found out that beef is fucking good for you and it's not bad for you. Yeah. Go fuck yourselves, man.
It's gotten so far away
Fucking
from
Gavin
where it
Newsom.
should be.
Gavin Newsom can go fuck himself. Fuck him. And fuck everybody that fucking voted against his
Yeah,
recall.
right?
You know what I mean? Fuck you all. I don't care. Fuck you all. My friends know damn well, dude. All my liberal fucking friends. They know damn well. I fucking point that shit out all the time. You guys are responsible for this.
Yeah.
Fucking you. For the cock sucking asshole, bro. He's your responsibility. You guys voted against him getting recalled twice. He's your fucking problem. And they created my problem, so go fuck yourselves. I'm really pissed I don't have raw milk, bro.
I mean, there's a farm out here, but I don't think they'll send it.
No, they won't, bro. That's the thing. You got to drive out of. I got to drive out of state to pick it up. Raw Farms, man. I love you guys. Can't wait for you to get back on the shelves of my local supermarket, man, so I can get my raw milk. And I can't drink regular milk, bro. I can't drink regular milk, but
Yeah.
I can drink raw milk. So what's the problem here? I drink regular milk, I shit myself. I drink raw milk, and I feel fucking great, dude. So what's healthy for me? And what's not, you know? And it's these motherfuckers that are lobbying the fucking government to say that this raw milk has fucking these cows have bird flu. You know, that's why we give you $24 billion for
Yeah,
homelessness,
right?
you know, to say that so you can disperse to everyone else, make everyone else happy, dude. So fucking
It's
getting off
crazy, dude.
subject.
Like
Anyhow, it's
it's
crazy,
like
dude. It is, dude. And you
painful
know,
for me to watch like what goes on in California. How far like this dude's head is up his ass is just beyond me.
it's, it's painful to watch some of the shit I see in New York too, dude. You know,
Well, that goes without
these
saying.
fucking these immigrants living in fucking plush hotels, you know, and giving them fucking $500 whatever cards to every week, you know, and people getting burnt on the subway, you know, and like, dude, it's fucked up,
More
bro.
of it.
It's fucked up.
The fucking governor's like trying to pass more shit too. She's just so far fucking. She's so far gone.
Yeah, you know, all I'm gonna say, dude, you know, is
Yeah,
that dude,
maybe.
that guy right there, bro. I'm making this a fucking poster and I'm selling this shit. Shirts,
I'm
posters, socks,
gonna pull
hats,
it up.
you
I'm gonna
name
show
it,
you the
dude.
image.
That guy sparked a movement. You know, that guy sparked a movement, dude. And he's maybe this is the only way to get people to wake up, dude. Like maybe this is the only way to get people to spark change, man. Shit like that. Unfortunately, bro. It's like unfortunately this type of stuff has to happen for people to fucking to get behind and speak their mind and have a platform, dude. You know? Otherwise they get shut down, bro. Like what happens if you verbally attack Brian Thompson, dude? What happens if you verbally attack him and you go on social media and you fucking put all this effort behind, like making him look the villain, bro? What happens? One, nothing. Two, you can disappear, right? Or three, you fucking shoot him.
Yeah,
you know? Like it's a sad thing. But what's sadder is that this is what it takes to get people to wake up and see what's going on and get behind this type of a movement and speak their fucking mind. Like I hope this momentum doesn't stop us. You know, I again call me an asshole. I don't give a fuck, bro. I hope this momentum doesn't die. That I hope that people continue to speak up about this
there
shit,
he is,
dude.
dude.
Because it is a problem, man. It is a problem. It really is. There he is. There's our boy. There's fucking our boy, man.
What a clown.
Fucking Luigi.
Ugh. Ugh. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, let's just to kind of close on it, dude. Like, this isn't the way to get your voice heard. Thanks to social media and podcasts and YouTube and all these other things, our voices can be heard across the fucking country, dude, across the world. And we just do it the right way, and build this movement, bro. Like, we don't have to kill somebody to get our point across. We can verbally attack them. We can point out things. We can put the proof out there. We just got to be patient, man. It doesn't have to lead to this, but that being said, there is a problem, and it's not just the healthcare, dude. It's not just healthcare that's a fucking problem. There's many industries that are a problem. Where just like McDonald's, the guys get $19 million a year to be the CEO of McDonald's, bro, which run themselves. So there's voices need to be heard, things need to be brought to light, and change needs to happen. That's
Yeah,
it.
man. I mean, there's got to be like there's so many starting points for a conversation for change, but it has to be
Yeah,
taken. It has to be
what
taken. First, local government, state government, to federal government, and find out, where are these guys getting their kickbacks from? Why don't they give a shit? Why are they paid this fucking astronomical amount of money to not care, essentially? So what they can
well,
decide on fucking what kind of martini glass they want to buy or what wrap they want for their Cybertruck, or, do I want the fucking little glass bottom for my fucking chair to roll on at my desk? They don't give a shit about guys like us. They just don't. And they never will.
shout out to Happy Dad,
Yeah,
private
dude.
truck.
Right, man.
No, you're right, dude. You're right. You know what I mean? But it's bigger, dude. It's bigger than the government. These fucking pharmaceutical companies, these financial institutions are bigger than the government. That's why they fucking get what they want. That's why they control the economy in the country, dude. It's bigger than the government. There's no more we the people. It's them, dude. It's them versus
Yeah,
us.
I mean,
That's it.
it's not, people make things out to be about race and left versus right and black
It's not
versus white,
nice.
and it's not.
It's not that
It's a
either,
class
dude.
war.
It's not.
It's the
It's class
rich
war,
want to keep us poor
100%.
so they can stay rich and so they can stay in power. And when people
Feudalism, bro.
start
Feudalism.
seeing that, instead of, when people stop saying like things like black man shot by white cop, or vice versa. Like when people start omitting those kind of details, like it just plays towards the racism. You know, like you can't get raw milk. Why? Why? Because this person doesn't get paid to fucking homogenize it, or they can't add these additives, or they're losing some sort of control on their market because that particular farm is like cutting out this middleman that they're not making money off of. So they just say, no, sorry. And then ultimately the only person that suffers is the consumer and the people producing it. That they still, you know, the fucking big guys still get what they want. Now they're going to force that small farm to send their shit to go get processed by these clowns that are poisoning everything. It's just, I don't know, hopefully RFK can make some kind of dent, switch this shit around.
Yeah, you know, I'll just end with this kind of analogy, right? Let's say I'm Gavin Newsom and I'm getting, you know, lobbied by Altadena, you know, hey, we've gone around and we've seen that, you know, Sprouts' raw milk is selling out, man. And Altadena's milk is just sitting right there on the shelves. Gavin, we need you to do something. Here's a shit ton of money. You know, I'm a scumbag. I take the money. Fucking bird flu. Boom. My restaurant. I have a line. I've got 50 people in line. Some fucking rich douchebag doesn't want to wait in line because he lives on the coast in Newport. He drives a fucking Maserati. He has a boat on the water, you know, and he has a house overlooking on the cliff. And he doesn't want to wait in line because that's beneath him, dude. I don't wait in line. He walks up to me, hey Mike, here's $100 for me to skip the line. Go fuck yourself, bro. No, you're no better than them, dude. You're just because you have a lot of money, just because you have all these fucking things and you can afford to do things that other people can't do, you still bleed fucking red, bro. It doesn't make you any better than anybody. And I'm the wrong person to approach that way, dude. We need we need people like that in our government, dude. We need people like that in our cities, in our town, our fucking the smallest level to the highest fucking level, dude. We need people that'll say, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah. No, hopefully we have that coming in, but it hasn't been the case.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it, bro. There's only one there's only way there's going to be change is when they tell in our fucking government, bro, is when they tell a certain fucking country to go fuck themselves, dude. It's the only way. It's the only way, dude. Unfortunately,
it's going to. It's already. I mean, look at the problems it's caused already.
It's caused a lot of fucking problems, dude. Fucking that little country is causing a lot of problems, dude, and everyone turns a blind eye. You know, blind eye. Oh well, they can get away with whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
I mean, and then this has been happening since what? The end of World War II, right?
Yep. So yeah, I mean, I think that the small things like my raw milk versus the bigger things like fucking Luigi Mangione's fucking back, bro, is when these people of power tell these people that come at them to go fuck themselves, dude. It's like we think about the people, man. We the people. That's how this country was started, man. That's how our fucking government was created, for the people, you know, by the people. It's no longer that, dude. It has to get back to that. Listen, there's a lot of things that won't ever change, but there's got to be some middle ground, bro. There can't be fucking us and them. You know what I mean? There can't be this. There has to be something in the middle to appease everybody. You know, I'm sure Homeboy could live off of fucking $5 million a year and not fucking $10.2 million a year, dude. You know, I'm sure it could.
These senators and shit, like you look at what they're worth, like what they started at working in Congress and what they're worth now.
What their salary is, what their fucking salary is, bro, versus what they're worth.
Their net worth was like 200,000 starting, and they're done, and they're like walking out of Congress fucking 12 years later with like 16 mil, and that's not from a fucking salary. You know,
sure as fuck
insider trading, and it's so corrupt.
It is, dude. It is, and you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't pretend to know what Brian Thompson, what his role of work is, bro. But I know that our insurance, our health insurance industry isn't the cleanest ran industry, bro. I know that they're not for the people. They're still fucking for padding their pockets. You know, it's like any insurance company, dude. They're all about making money and keeping as much as they can and not giving away the money if they don't have to.
They're going to start taking some cuts. They're going to have to take pay cuts because, like, this is the only country they're allowed to like advertise on television. You know what I mean? You get what these companies make off of advertising. Like, dude, like. You watch anything on fucking on Hulu? Like I get fucking ads on Hulu for fucking if it's COVID, it's Paxlovid. Like, dude, COVID's like that shit's over fucking years ago, and you're still pushing this shit. You know what I mean? Like they're making it's just, every other commercial. It's nonsense. And like you go to fucking Canada, you're not seeing Moderna commercials and Pfizer commercials every fucking 30 seconds. It's just not. It's not allowed.
That's good, dude. That's good.
All right, dude. So I'm gonna throw some links up at the end of this for like some fucking chef mental health shit. I got them all fucking lined up here. Yeah. And we will get the next episode out as soon as possible. Hopefully we'll get on a better schedule. We're going to have to figure something out when I'm on the boat. Oh, I just heard silence. All right, everyone. So thanks for tuning in, man. We will see you next time.
See you next time.